Hey guys, it's Becca. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about 7 things that you are forgetting to pack for your Disney vacation. So a lot of these items are things that I usually forget to pack, so it was pretty easy to come up with this list. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So item number 1 is Ziploc bags. This is always something I forget to pack. And the main reason being, when we are in the parks and I find a delicious Mickey-shaped snack, and I realize halfway through the snack that it is extremely filling and sugary, and there is just no way I can finish it, but I paid a lot of money for this cute little Mickey Rice Krispie treat, so I don't want to throw it away, but I also don't want to keep carrying it around, and that's when a Ziploc bag would be the ideal item to have in that moment, especially if you have little kids and they're just taking a couple bites out of something and then they're done, and you don't want to throw it away though because you paid for it. So having a Ziploc bag is so helpful at the parks because you're able to save those items, put it in your park bag for the day, and then enjoy it later or take it back to your resort, and that way you're not wasting money. Okay, item number 2 is air freshener. And I love having those little plug-in air fresheners where you can just pack them on the go. Not usually the spray bottles because those can be kind of overwhelming, but I love having the little plug-in air fresheners because they're really easy to pack and you're not bringing bottles of cleaning supplies or anything like that. You're just bringing a little thing that's like this big and it just plugs into the wall. And the reason being, when we walk into our Disney resort, you get that fresh, clean smell, but then you realize it's cleaning supplies. And while that's very lovely to walk into knowing that you are in a clean room, you don't necessarily want to be smelling cleaning supplies during your stay. So that is when I love having a little plug-in air freshener, but it's always something I forget to pack. It's just not on the forefront of your mind. You don't think about having a nicely smelling room on vacation, but it can really make the time you spend in your room more enjoyable when you have a kind of a special scent that you've picked out for your room. Okay, item number 3, and this kind of goes along with the air freshener plug-in, but is a little plug-in nightlight. And there have been so many times where I wish that I had brought a nightlight, because if you are getting up in the middle of the night to either use the restroom or get a drink of water, whatever it may be, having a nightlight is so helpful because you're not having to fumble around on your phone to get the flashlight, and those phone flashlights are intense. And if you're accidentally shining that in your loved one's face while they're asleep, that is not a pleasant thing to wake up to. So sorry, Andy, I know I've done that to you a couple times, but having a night light would have been so helpful in those moments because, the room is still dark, but it's just enough light to where you can make your way to the restroom, make your way to the mini fridge, especially if you have, again, little kids and they're making several trips to the restroom in the night or they're waking up. That way you're not having to turn lamps on and wake everybody up in the room. That way you can do what you need to do and get back to bed. Okay, item number 4 is a trash bag. And this is actually something I do take with me most times we travel, but it's an item that people typically forget. I love having trash bags with me because it allows me to keep my dirty clothes separate from my clean clothes, especially after a long, hot, sweaty day in the parks. It's really nice to have a designated spot for those dirty clothes to go to. That way they're not getting mixed in with your clean clothes, and when you get home to do laundry, you can just take that trash bag and throw everything in the washer, and it makes sorting through your suitcase much easier when you get back from your vacation. Another reason I love having a trash bag is if you are planning on spending time in the pools and it is your last day and you don't have enough time for your swimsuits to dry. That's another reason I love having trash bags, because you can put your wet swimsuits and you're not having to worry about all of your stuff getting wet in your suitcase. Having either a plastic bag, a trash bag, whatever it may be, having an item like that to put your wet swimsuit in at the end of your trip makes everything much more enjoyable when you get home and you're unpacking. Okay, item number 5, and this may seem obvious, but sunscreen. we always forget to pack sunscreen because I usually associate it with the beach. And because you're typically not going to the beach during a Disney vacation, I just don't think about it. And then when you get to your resort, you pay double the price because you totally forgot. And it's really easy to get into the parks and get sunburn. This has happened to us so many times, especially Andy. He has been sunburned more times than I can count at Disney World. His face, his neck, just everywhere because we always forget sunscreen. And so because of that, that's something that we always try to remember now because we have learned the hard way and it's one thing that most people just forget about. Okay, item number 6 is a portable phone charger. This is so important. And we have invested in one that I absolutely love. I will link it below. It's amazing. It's super compact and it holds about 4 full phone charges. So I love it. We can take it into the parks with us. It's so amazing because when you are in the parks, you're on your phone a lot, whether it's modifying fast passes, you're trying to grab a last minute dining reservation, you're checking wait times, you're looking at the map on the My Disney Experience app. You're just on your phone a lot, taking pictures. I mean, the list is endless and it uses a lot of battery on your phone to be making all those modifications all day long. And there is nothing worse than getting to your midday break and realizing my phone is dead and we have no way of making more fast passes. We have no way of seeing more wait times or getting around the park using the app, seeing where the nearest restroom is. I mean, there's so many ways that the My Disney Experience app comes in handy when you're in the parks. And so it's so important to have a full phone charge. And so having that little portable charger in your park bag with you makes it so easy and you just don't have to worry about it. Okay, and lastly, item number 7 is a second pair of walking shoes. This again is so important and a lot of people forget to pack a second pair. You think I've got one really solid pair of running shoes or comfortable sandals that I spent a lot of money for and they're gonna be great for our whole vacation. And then it's after day 2 and you realize, man, my feet are hurting. And it's so nice to have a second pair of shoes to switch on and off with. That way it gives your feet a break from the previous day's shoes and you get to switch into another pair of shoes. Another reason this is nice is if it rains. There is nothing worse than walking around in wet tennis shoes. Ugh, just the feeling, I like cringe. Oh, I just hate it. And so when you have a second pair of tennis shoes, it makes switching out those shoes really easy and it gives time for your other shoes to fully dry. So definitely remember to bring that second pair of walking shoes. Okay, so that's it. Those are my 7 items that you are forgetting to bring on your Disney vacation. I hope this is helpful. Let me know in the comments below, what are some other items that you always forget to pack on your Disney vacation? I would love to read through those. So thank you guys again for watching. Make sure that you are subscribed if you're not already. Make sure to like this video and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.